Hello all, this is Zimnala coming at you with another adventure in Phasmophobia. Today is the update for the new character customization options, so we're going to be taking a look at these just to see what's going on with it. I've not really looked too much into it so far, but we're going to get into it and take a peek around, seeing if anything's new kicking around. Nothing over here. Okay. I see it's not giving me the model I usually pick, so I guess we should come see what's going on. Oh, interesting. That's that. Hmm. I'm not sure how you customize at this point. Maybe it's through this. Okay. There we go. So it looks like there's 12 basic characters. They've got names too, huh? So we've got Amir Kelly as a hacker who was most comfortable behind a computer screen. Amir was told to get a job and get a life. Somehow he's blundered into a former. The latter is still a work in progress. I like that they gave flavor to it. So yeah, we're gonna go through each of these. Now, I do like that they finally rolled this out. The one thing I don't like is that they keep leaning more and more into the Twitch drops. That's always been irking me wrong. So let's just go. Oh, this rotates. Okay. Okay. What's that? That just zooms in? What does question mark do? Alright, so that's like a tutorial thing. Huh. Okay. So then you can like customize their hair between a few. And I guess you unlock additional hair styles. And if you don't save it, it doesn't save it. So next we got Nick Carlson, a soft-spoken professor of parapsychology whose beliefs were never taken seriously, has finally found a place where they are. The only thing that stuck from his past is his nickname, Professor Spooky. No, he did not choose it himself. But yeah, I haven't had a problem with most of the Twitch drops, but I do feel like they do cheapen the Phasmophobia game with each one they add in. Mostly because they're just full of missables that you could never get again. Like, I've never understood people saying that they feel like it adds a lot. Yeah, so it looks like the default body is not being touched by just like the basic general like skin tone and stuff. Like, I don't know if I like that. Yeah, like the bodies. I guess I could understand the economy of making it easier to design clothing if there's no body changes. Maybe that happens here. Okay, we'll go through the different characters though. We got Vince Ravenhill. I know it's Ravenhill. I just wanted to say it that way. After being wrongly accused, Vince has finally made it out of prison and is looking for a second chance at life. GHD was one of the few places to offer him one. Miraculously, his golden retriever personality survived life behind bars, but will it survive the paranormal? So I guess that's the name of the company, as a Ghost Hunting and Distribution. Interesting. So now we got Robin Byrne, 1 part gifted kid, 2 parts devil's advocate. Robin is a cocky guy who actually has the smarts to back it up. He's currently trying to figure out what on earth to do with his life by putting it on the line. Then we got Bryce Noble, the unspoken leader of the group. Bryce is looking for any excuse to postpone his return to civilian life after forced retirement from the army. You have Dustin Park. You never take anything seriously, is the constant complaint from Dustin's mom. Unfortunately, he's too unbothered to listen. Curiously, though, this is the second time he's banked a high-stakes job. Perhaps he cares more than he'd admit. Of course. And then there's just as many girl options. It's pretty nice. We got Winona Fields, skeptic to the core. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be with a K as well. So, they did misspell that, I'm pretty sure. Winnie will believe things when she sees them. And even then, she'll probably need extra proof. Now she's found a myth she can't debunk, and she can't decide whether this is freeing or terrifying. Why not both? They're not exclusive. We got Kira Calzada. I think I said that right. Maybe I got it wrong. You know. I tried. Whimsical and imaginative, Kira is used to being seen as unconventional. A lot of people think her head is in the clouds, but she's more perceptive than you'd think. We got Grace Zhu. Grace, if that is in fact her real name, is a mystery. Even Evie, a former intelligence agent, finds her hard to read. And rumor has it she has a dark past. Given how unfazed she is by this job, it's likely she's seen far worse. Like, I'm trying to get a better view on this. Some of the polys on this seem a little sketchy. I think they could still improve that a bit. But it is miles better than it used to be. I find it weird that they have such different, like, neck shapes. For some reason, that strikes me as very weird. Like, they're so quick to match on the body type, but not on, like, uniformity of, like, the limbs somehow. Like, the hands are even a little thinner on the wrists on this. Like, you see what I mean? Like, all of the other ones are the same, but for some reason, this one is a little thinner. I noticed that. So then we have Evie Petrova, fueled by spite and determination. Evie is a force to be reckoned with. She believes whatever you do, you'd better do it well, and that includes ghost hunting. The closest thing to a responsible adult you'll find in a workplace like this. That is a sketchy looking mouth, though. Something about that mouth just doesn't quite look right, I think. Actually, some of the other mouths are a little similar. Like, the teeth shine through in weird angles. I think they need to work on that model a little bit. Am I crazy to think that? I don't know. Alright, I want to see if any of the guys have different dimorphism of, like, their wrists or anything. Like the women did. Not really. So literally, this is the only one that seems to be genuinely different proportions. Interesting. Then we got Meg Mars. Okay, the R's seemed a little weird to me. Meg and her friends used to run a fake ghost hunting business, what some might call a scam. Meg saw as a placebo treatment. When they discovered ghosts were actually real, all her friends freaked out and quit. Meg was the only one who saw it as a chance to double down. Fantastic. I like how it looks like black in, like, this photo as the default, and over here it's just completely a redhead by default. Like, or maybe a brunette. Or somewhere in the middle, actually, in my opinion. Like that, like this one also shows as, like, black in the default picture, and here they've clearly gone with a brown, you know? I think that's very interesting, and I don't think it changed any, like I didn't choose anything. So we have Zara Doshi. Bubbly and Mortician don't typically go together, but then again, Zara isn't your average person. Compassionate towards both the dead and the living, Zara is here to make a difference. Alright. I guess this one has slightly different proportions as well. Mostly in face structure. I guess they all do. So at least the face structure is different. The other one was the only one that had a difference in like neck and wrists. Like, this looks really stringy to me for some reason. Like, of these, I think this is the one that looks most like a human so far. If that makes sense. Like, some of these look pretty decent. Like, I think they did a much better job than the default, but a couple of these look a little off in a few ways. I think I'll go with Zara Doshi and see what if I can get something I like. So then you have your blonde, brunette, blonde, black, strawberry blonde, I guess, and gray. You know, that's one thing, is that none of the characters by default have a grayish color. That is true. Like, there isn't quite a redhead color in here. That's interesting. This is as close as you get. Oh, okay. So maybe you can customize this a few more ways than I thought. So this is eyebrow piercings. This is the first one. Oh, so okay. So this is like on the left side, and this is on the right. So you can have a piercing on one side or the other. Okay. So that's piercings. These are piercings as well. Nose piercings. Lip piercings. And you got more options coming soon. I see. So you buy them with extra money, of which I've got some. I wonder if they keep between your prestiges. That's something I am wondering. So you can have glasses. I find it weird that you don't have different coloration for it, though. Like, there should be variation on frames, if that makes sense. Oh, so you can have rings. You know, it should zoom into the hands if you're doing, like, hand stuff, if that makes sense. Instead of to the face. I guess that's different types of metal colors. You can have one on all of your fingers other than probably your thumb. Interesting, interesting. Well, I'll consider that for the future. I'm not gonna commit to that. Now, I was hoping that this would show up in the frame. And I can't, like, casually go in or not. This is just a random dog tag, so makes sense. I'll wear a dog tag. Okay, so let's look at what we got for options. we got hat options. You could have a cap. No such thing as a bad hair day once you got a cap. Says the same thing for this. These ones are starting ones, it looks like. Interesting. So you don't have to pay for the first one. These ones... Is this just one choice? Oh, that's funny. Oh, this is for, this was the reward for the Haunted Hollow one. The Cursed Hollow one. Interesting. So this was the cosmetic that we earned. I don't know if I like it, but we got it. Okay. For jackets... This is the basic ghost hunting one. It looks pretty sweet. This is a leather bomber jacket. You can get 3 different colors. And this is a hooded denim jacket. So you got your blue, gray, and black styles. Cool, cool. Last one is just a raincoat. Aw, oh, man. Why is it so expensive, though? Like, why is a raincoat so freaking expensive? Oh, well. Honestly, I think I like the GHD one the best. Like, I think it looks the coolest. Your gray one, you got black, and you got gold. This one has a different design in a couple ways. I think I like the black one the most, although the lettering is the least legible on that one. I think the lettering needs some work on this. It's cool, but it's the wrong color lettering. But the color on this looks nicer other than the lettering. If that coloring was changed, I would roll with it. So this is probably the internal shirt. Yeah. So inside you got a knitted sweatshirt. Yep. Alright, cute, cute. And there's no option for off here. There should be an off option too. So you could just see your... This is a prestige level one. Oh, this is a prestige one. Like, honestly, you should be able to zoom to different parts of the body. That's my current complaint. And that's the level 2 prestige. Looks pretty sweet. This is level 3. Level 4. Oh, that looks nice. That's level 5. That's as far as I've gotten, though. So. You have to buy it as well as earn it. Oh, there's this flavor text on these. A t-shirt to open up conversations with both the living and the dead. The fiery pink t-shirt screams louder than a banshee, of course. Other t-shirts don't hold a candle to this one. I don't know. I think this is the coolest looking one of these so far. Not as protective as an actual crucifix, but a lot more stylish. The perfect t-shirt for hiding ketchup stains. I don't know. I still think the ketchup would stand out pretty noticeably on parts that aren't the design. This is another sweater. A couple different colors. Cursed Hollow. Oh, so that was for another one we got for the Cursed Hollow. Honestly, that looks pretty cool. I like that better than the mask. I think I'm going to get this one. I think this one looks pretty sweet. For pants, we got a couple of choices. You got your jeans. And you got your chinos. For this ghost, you mean business casual? That's a funny one. Let's see. Like, honestly, this probably still looks better. They could use a few more options in here. Alright, we can go back and decide now that we've chosen our clothing about... Still, yep, just the 4 options. Yeah, I think they need more frame options than this. Or like colors of frames, because this shouldn't just be black and gray. I mean, I kind of like this, but it's sparkly at the weirdest of turns. Well, it doesn't affect you at a distance, so it's probably fine. I don't really care to have any piercings right now. So this one has don't let your left hand go unadorned, and this one is unembellished. It's really hard to tell what they look like up close at all, so... We'll just go with that. We got a little something on. Alright. But yeah, no, it's got a decent number of starting customizations. Let's look at the badge. Oh, so this one has like a different... So each of these has like 2 different variations. I didn't know it cycled that way. That's interesting. So like the first one is the base, and like the second one's kind of like the foil version. I dig it. But we'll cycle through all the ones we got just to see what's going on. And you can cycle between the ones you have too. Nice. This is one of the ones that I liked a fair bit. I also like this one a fair bit. This is another one of those Twitch stream required ones that you could only get once, and I absolutely hated them. Doing these, because like, all these Twitch ones are just really freaking annoying. Because like, you could never get them again. Was this one to get? I guess I did get this one. I thought this one didn't look too good, unfortunately. This one's okay. So I got 5 that I can unlock through prestiges. Really? They have uniques just for being a Discord staff member? Seriously? I see. I'm just looking to see if there were more things I missed. It's not making me feel good, though. There were quite a few of these I missed by just a few days, and I do feel like it cheapened it a bit to make it so limited. Alrighty, so we'll go back and pick one we actually do want to roll with. I think I'll stick with this one. I've always liked this one. I like how it does update it to your actual character. Alright. So I guess we should go through and look at what we have going on here. Let's see if anything looks different around here. I don't think that they changed any of how this interacts with itself. Doesn't really look like it. So it's just that they moved it all into this for that stuff. Okay. So I'll be honest, I've not checked out the new Tanglewood update. Last time it was an event and I didn't want to go in there, so I'm gonna do a couple of rounds in here and just give it a bit of an explore, you know? Make sure I'm on the one I like. I am. Alright. Let's get on in and see if it handles any differently than I'm used to. So yeah, the hands are definitely a little different than I'm used to. And the journal looks a little different. It's a little more zoomed out, yeah. It's a little smaller than I'm used to. Have to get used to that, I suppose. Also, it kind of looks like the instruments are a little bit... I wonder if there's like FOV options. If there are, they might actually be only out there in the main menu. So we'll play a game like this. We'll see if there's more FOV, because I'm used to it being a little closer in, if that makes sense. Now that's a nice touch. Reaching up to actually turn it on and off is kind of cool. Bring a book, bring this, bring the camera. What do we got going on? Parabolic, incense, and capture a video of a ghost. This light seems brighter than before too. Maybe they changed some of the lighting a bit. I'm just seeing everything that's different. I think they kept the main layout roughly the same. The neighborhood definitely looks a little different. Definitely feels a lot darker out here. These gnomes, that's some glitchy nonsense. They might need to tweak that. Look at how that looks. They definitely need to tweak some of this visual stuff. I don't know about how this door sounds. Huh. Oh, well now there's a switch right here. Huh. These pictures are updated, that's for sure. Oh, you can look down and see yourself. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, there's a little puzzle room in here now. Nice. Oh, oh, you just can't open it if it's not, you can't, it's not that it's blocked, it's that it's locked, you know? It used to just be, there was stuff in it. If they were blocked off. Oh, well. It's a little touchy about placing things down. I don't know what they moved, but we found them. Well, that's one thing sorted. Oh, well, actually. There's more ambient noises out here too, I'm noticing. Yeah, so some of these animations still look a little janky, but I do appreciate that they're really trying. Doesn't seem like it found any ghost orbs. We'll just place this down. I guess we don't know if this is the ghost room or if they just interacted with us here. That was a cute animation. That was some janky physics. Oh, we're gonna go out there, we're gonna grab the thermometer, we're gonna make sure one of those is actually the room. Huh. See if this looks any different, if they changed this up. This looks a little cleaner too, to be honest. That looks smaller than I'm used to, but it's probably still it just being zoomed out. Nope, this doesn't seem to be the room. Nope, this is it. Really? Alright, that's the thing. Where is the remote? Is it you? Hi. Well, I don't have the camera on me. I just didn't want to have... Oh. Are you a bone? Just a piece of rope? Huh. Oh, there's the cursed item. I see it. We already got an EMF 5. What? That's some janky nonsense. Well, we'll go check to see what we got going on with our sanity. There's a chance it got us a little bit. Not as bad as I thought. Still just munch down on it, huh? Alright, so... Cleanse the area, paranormal sound. Well, we're gonna want one of these. Still drop it. Yep, just making sure. I think it broke the breaker, so we're gonna have to go find that. So breaker could be downstairs still, or over here. Unless it's in new locations, but it looks like it's on this side now. Huh. You didn't actually break the breaker, you just turned the light off. Guess I should have checked that. Oh, you wrote in the book. That's 2 things you did, and you threw this all over the place. Good for you. Guess we could check temperature. .6. 2. No, it's not freezing per se. Well, let's see what our options are. Myling, Shade, and Spirit. Spirit Box. UV. Well, we could test for UV. Very fun. This animation is a lot slower. I don't see any sign of it being footprints from this. If it was a shade, it would be cold temperatures, though. Huh. .1. There's the footprints. Got him. Okay, and that would make it to be the Myling. Alright, then we can now... What? Rude. Well, with any luck, it'll say something to us without too much trouble. Speak your gibberish to us, game. So you can no longer look at this while you do that. Well, we need to go check our sanity after all this nonsense. They got several ghost events in our ear. Let's check that out. Yeah. We're not doing too badly, though. We should still be able to get the paranormal. We just need to not be in trouble. Sanity-wise. Yeah, I grabbed the video camera in case it happens to be a ghost event that we can take a video of. But we're not gonna sit around and wait after we get this paranormal sound. Well, I don't think that was an event, but maybe it was. Oh, that is an event. Alright. So that must be a new interaction. Well, at least I don't remember one being like that. Okay, well, let's mosey on in. There we go, we got that sorted. Yeah, we'll do another one there. We'll take a more thorough look around the house after a couple of these, you know?
Alright, we're here.
We saw half the rooms last time.
Prepare accordingly before starting the investigation. No report this time.
I don't like some of those, but they're not the worst. They definitely have a lot of dog accessories in this place, huh? Little mini safe is very neat. Nope. You turn this light on. Let's go get a UV, because that could be a UV right off the bat. And that could also be the ghost room. Might not be, but it could be. Doesn't really look like it. It's a little hard to tell. Still level 2. It is touching a lot of things. Like, it turned that light on as well. I don't think it's UV. It was weird that it didn't want to stay on when I just threw it the first time. This looks like it's probably the ghost room.
An attack.
Alright. Such attack. That's 2 right off the bat. We've got our writing. We've got our spirit box. Could be a Moroi, we gotta watch out for that. That would be freezing, but we can tell because it will tank our sanity. So it could actually be any of these evidences, but I'm pretty sure it's not UV. Which should rule out the poltergeist. So we can tell if it's a Moroi by watching this. So we're at 88. We're gonna bring in stuff to figure out some of the other ones. So we'll bring in these, set it up in case it's dots, and we'll look for ghost orbs on the way in. We're just checking. Okay, so if we go outside and our sanity is tanked, it's a Moroi. We don't have to even look any further. No, it's probably not a Moroi. I think it would have been hit harder. Sound recorder. So we can also get a recording of this getting blown out. We're also kind of on the lookout for dots. Well, alright, so we got one video of them blowing that out. Let's go make sure our sanity is not tanking and that is not a Moroi though. Maybe it just wasn't long enough. No, it definitely, we would have been already in trouble. So we can just safely take one of these and get off the list, but it's safe to say it's not a Moroi. So these are both things that we could get a camera of. Oh, did you turn off the breaker, you son of a gun? Nope, it's downstairs. Huh. Hey, at least it's up front. Where's the light switch? Right here. I'll take a peek so you don't. Oh, this is neat. I like this. This is much better, actually. It's got a little boiler. Huh. Neato. Huh. And here's the bone. I like the way the steps sound, actually. Huh. Cool. Yep. No more ring around the rosy, nearly like before. So what this little room looks like. Got a little barbecue. Alright. Man. Why are you trying to tank us? I'm just admiring your lovely residence. This shouldn't be too hard to get. Yep, it wasn't. Oh, there we go. You should be able to get walking in salt pretty easy, or the ghost. It doesn't really matter which one we get. Now for shits and wiggles, we can go get a picture of the bone. I guess we should take a peek around and try to find the cursed item just so that we can find another spot for them. So we found the magic mirrors spot. If they're not too dissimilar, then maybe the garage would have the voodoo doll if it's in here. It used to be on top of a trash can over here. There's no guarantee things will be the same, or even in a generally same location, but doesn't hurt to take a little closer look at stuff. I like that the washroom looks a little more washroomy. Here we go, here's tarot cards. That's almost the same place as before. Cool. Look at me fixing it quick. I should have said it before I went, but as you can see, I managed to pull it off. I guess they didn't update that with this update, that you couldn't open it again. I never was sure if that was a bug or a feature. Alright. So we can update the thermometer. I don't really like the third level over the second though of that. Salt is debatably better. Sound recorder is almost certainly better though. Should spring for that. I guess I was using level 1 of the motion sensor. I think I should have been able to use level 2. I guess I'll upgrade it. It doesn't hurt to upgrade it. Oh, was I using level 2? I guess I was. I just didn't widen the beam then. Cool. Alright. So now we can get back to the main menu. I'm gonna go look at the options to see if they're different outside of a one. I was hoping for FOV, but we'll see if it's down here somewhere. Huh. I guess that's not an option. Huh. Well, I hoped. Oh, here we go. This is FOV. I guess I was at maximum, though. No, that's weird. Maybe this is what I want. 'Cause this looks a little closer. I don't really want to start another game to find out, though. I'll find out next time. It'll save, and we'll see if we like it another time. Thank you all for watching. This has been me looking at the new character customization update and checking out Tanglewood, and yeah. I'll catch y'all next time. Bye-bye, y'all.